You are watching the biggest, the largest, the highest, the greatest, the tallest African spiritual platform. I am always Queen Hadasha. Call me Empress Makida. Call me Labraska, because I am the only sun goddess. I am the spear of destiny. I am the world star number 8 with evidence. So, and then just and then they did kind of waba platform is some aquaba pa and not to move some hook economy vibrations is a little bit different because platform way. Say you can't send me a name penimfo at no more to home and I think some days ago na make us about Hoodooism and then you be our quadari room and in fact he's a rabbi and I rabbi. And we are not going to joke here and then to say my hoke can you different and I just say like you see the vibration is just vibrating. So I welcome you. Let's welcome our guest for today. He's Rabbi Alfred. Afful. Papa ya mwakwa abakesi pa.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. Pacho, and then the first time. Ntino, ubechia ahwefo no na we introduce wo ho. Actually, ya de ko a wo yesa, wo ya brunsam, wo ya Jesus, wo ya Muhammad, wo efie ha de bibia is possible. Yeah, brunsam na nkasa na ye hwe na interview no. Ntino uchi ya omu wi na wa kire nipa ko a wo ye wo adofo mienu miensa bi nso otimi chi ya omu is allowed na afi ya to ankomo no so
you mefasa kwan je so na mechia ahwefo ne etiefo eba asa platform yi so em say e di kan amaba platform so ni na sa platform ye platform bi obi o ye spiritual bi the determination so obeba sa platform so mehye mun kran so se mombo modi anhwe sa platform na mehwa enyoma mesu efi sa platform yi so eso nti ende de yabompu nempu edamu ase
yo ya mo akwa abakese pa so ye ni ye fremu ababia mu wo bia na mo gyan mu juma egu ho na maba we do appreciate everything ti papa ya mo akwa aba nse wankasa wo ye den
me did the Rabbi Dr. Afful doctor herbal doctor traditional herbal doctor fi gaftram gaftram na me ye Hoodooism no some aspect of Hoodooism na me ye because Hoodooism very broad na metumi aka say so broad say idoma be breed akom but some aspect na me ye aspect na me church mu
okay
penny dra
nti say you say ye ne papa na ekasa ye nkasa ye ne nipa ban na ekasa
muni rabbi
ye ne rabbi na ekasa nti ye identify wo category be mu osofo okomfo bosomfo herbalist where do we place you
me a spiritual consultant ni coach
spiritual consultant
and coach
and a coach so na wujidi
me gbbia di
nti wadwuma na wo ye na wo ye spiritual consultant and a coach no wo basis ye den wo fapem ye den
fan wo sumu de Hoodooism no and your religion nti me see me gbbia di every religion comes on board religion bia o pe bia o ba it comes on board
okay nti wo ye universal
yes sir
okay yo ye mo akwa aba
yeah
and then no your topic near Hoodooism. I am joyous because I don't actually hear people talking about it. Into what they walk on 170 many but there be a randoms. You be a few questions and suddenly ya ba. What topic no ankasem into randoms in a many will be. Michelle will come a commadia da will come me whom qua. And at the air go dinner da will come who said Jesus a photo nedaso. Is that correct?
Yeah, Jesus photo where Metatron. Picture na eda so no
Metatron na nkasa ono so na bodwe say ene ni trinity say Jesus na so tell us about Metatron
we know the first pentacle of the sun no symbol na eda so no is Metatron no ye gi this ono a within certain circles ye gi this ono an oba say Yesu but others have other schools of thought. But yen there this on one or sign by say yes until the first pentacle of the sun Metatron or angel, one of the angels. It is believed so on one snow the right side of the Ark of the Covenant, in the left side near Sandaphone. There are two angels, masculine here Metatron, now feminine here Sandaphone.
Okay, but are you aware or have you heard anywhere in so before say yes, Enoch was raptured? No one or Metatron. Do you believe in this? What do you have? What do you know about this?
Well, there are other schools of thought. Inti na me di kan no. Say binum gidi say only Yesu Metatron ono san ba say Yesu. Others also believe say Enoch ono ana owu ya osan osesan ebeye Metatron.
Inti say Metatron na ye Yesu a na ye betumi aka say Enoch na ye Yesu ana. How do we relate these two things, Metatron and the Ark of what do we call it?
The Ark of the Covenant.
No. What they were in Chikura, Metatron, Jesus, and then the
Enoch.
Mm-hmm. How do we blend these three?
Based
on your own knowledge.
Me feel say me reincarnation di. Until once I meet reincarnation di no, it means say Metatron could have been Enoch. It could also mean say Enoch na also no or sign or ba say Yesu.
Okay. So what you to me what ni na oboni nyina atofa. Na enkwan so e.
Enkwan de e symbol bi a menije ho. Me pe we chain cross no Egyptian way no life no because of the circle na che womb no. I prefer that I can share ordinary cross because we were Christian aspect.
Kakra. So we are universal and to the bet me crab and say obeba ochana bagaba jita da okumbori. Nti enu mpo de yeti ase. Papa ma yenko ahanum wie na ewi ayaba wo topic ni mu. Me mpese me say wo mra ni bebre, but at the same time I need to understand this. Looking at Africans yen fambra Ghana because we are Ghana ni ye wo Ghana esum bebreba etu abom no ye nyina ye som no the fact that you said you were universal nti na me bisa us a question wo feel say esum no de we hipa na ewe Africans down na de we hi na ye focus wo so nka betumi a lift yen ama your problems no reduce kakra
ma me feel say we dey very straight because Christianity na way and down Senke you focus on ATR na nke bebuaye.
What is ATR?
African traditional religion.
Oh, okay.
Nke no bebuaye.
Explain how this Christianity is weighing us down and how you think we should focus here.
Christianity no I say there's a lot of brainwashing going on. Inti emman krofo no kwan. Emmo ankasa omundumi for mo adwen enye adwuma. They are doing all what people are telling them to do. People are doing their thinking for them. And yes, sir, because it allows the people to come out with their own belief system. Me feel say ATR would have been better than Christianity. You know. Looking at what is going on currently in Ghana there, me feel say Christianity higher kakra.
So you being a universal spiritual person, no? Do you think we still have spirits on this land? Do we still have you are saying that Ufosanka African traditional worship no would help? Okay. And you know, looking at us right now as Ghanaians, you know, do you think the spirits or the energies are na ye nimse ewaha are traditional worshippers worshiping adie no are they still in existence with their powers?
Me feel so were in existence with their powers, but belief system no, because if people are no longer believing in them, no more no more power form. We share chapter 45 of Aquarium Gospel of Jesus the Christ. There was a Delphic oracle. Na omubisa and say na dentina. Sauraki is so powerful. No, say it's only powerful because the people are believing in it. So much don't believe in it will no longer exist. It is the same thing we are going through. Because as we keep on believing, they say they are building a certain type of energy on the spirit plane. I usually call it the Gandula pillar because it's a pillar of fire. Next time will become Yesu, even if the name did not exist. When fans say Yesu,
the Gandula will appear.
The energy will come. Nti obi obefa and found say we any other religion. Unyaka Jesus, it goes into the spirit realm, connect with the glandular pillar, and brings you back the energy.
What is the difference between the glandular pillar and the sun we see up there? What's the difference between these two?
The glandular pillar I'm referring to is the belief people have created.
Yes.
And build the energy in spiritual world.
Okay, that is the energy. So the name Jesus, no, and American, when they trigger it, and because when you look at it numerically, it is 888. And 888 energy triggers the sun we see up there. That's why I'm asking you, say the glandular pillar, no, the energies na womb na ye believe ye creating it like ye vibrate or so boom. And no any sun, no, are they the same thing?
I think nobody I didn't say the same. Adequate I mean kasa and say actually no omo ye translation omo patch say word sun son ye use no and sun they are the same. In Hebrew, no, depending on the context, or use no. So if somebody is doing translation, no koye, it should be sun, no koye and son. Now the problem comes that is the son of man, but it could be say is the son, area of man.
You are watching The Biggest. The topic, and I say you go straight into it. So. We not worshipping the African traditional, I mean, really? We not vibrating on that way. Now, what I say, a nipa vibrating will be so like nipa. Edi GDA shemu ana ade no ho ye den. What I say ye GDA fifi ye de ma area akoshe Jesus. We the emfa say area akoshe Jesus mu no. Are they still here? And brena ekuro no ana mine na bre no. Can we relate it to these things?
And I can say, ATR no, African traditional religion, spirits no, they still exist, but only say, and I'm saying, for I start and I yet is omoko form. If the people go back, na some the omuji design korema, they will awaken. This is any attitude omoteno. Na omu ye nam na omu judgment so yes quick. And yet to say
they are strict.
Straight. And that would have helped us. And
behavior
part. That is the point. Because you're parting of our way of living. No, we know and why yes to the better, and why obi afa ade. Also yes or the ate. That sort of ade them saying I am kakra.
And you know, and I maybe say because of that, no, is it the problems we see in Africa, but ye narrow in Ghana, they are ye come Ghana no. These things now ye GDA femina they are share. Do you think it's part of our problems
and my can't say a part of our major part of our problem because Adebakone say as a nation and as a people say when somebody takes away your tradition, your religion, and your culture, you are done. And that is what has happened to us. See, as a people, your religion, your cement has been replaced. Your traditions your cultures have been altered. And it means we are done.
It means we are done. Can you tell us about, the last question, about 5 things you can say vividly, with confidence, sa problem we senka ye vibrate wa ha kenti mi nya adwuma wo kromu ha ma sa de we insida my 5 things
corruption ye ba ko na me fan say adultery ye ba ko
ye no
na me fan say stealing ye ba ko lies ye ba ko na me fan say scamming in your mania. They are
stealing.
Scamming is stealing.
I can steal it.
Okay. My friend say, what do I add now?
Inja de waka ho. E ka na Ghana de ne ka ho. Ana e ka de e ka ho.
E ka de e ka ho.
You are watching the biggest and the largest African spiritual platform. Welcome once again to the show. We are now going to get into our topics. And then Edi Kanya wa joining the Pearls. I appreciate you guys. You make the platform the biggest. Those who are always in the comment section, I appreciate you guys. Mumamin take advantage. We namin da a particular guy. I say, omo friend no okay, a particular guy. I see. Anytime you see my goddess, I humble myself before you. No na no. So wuni matro ni di wo comment section. Wanna appreciate no. Me pese me boni di no. But so wuni ni di na. Anytime you see say or say my goddess, I humble myself before you. Debia he is in the comment section. If you know the name, write it there and appreciate him. He's always in our comment section. Those who write the comments, I appreciate you guys. Penelope, just Nipa, Mrs. Boachi Jai, Nipa ne dos, mean to me boboni na. I just want you guys to know that I appreciate you guys. You are always with the platform. You make it stronger. You are the pillars. You make us the biggest. I welcome us once again. Now we are getting into our topic. It is Hoodooism. Makato said me was school no na ye me topic a die bia zimzim ka ho no na mani je ho pa, and people mix these things up with other things. Today we have someone who is going to talk about Hoodooism. And you know, let's get into our topic. Papa said, when they say Hoodooism, what is Hoodooism?
Hoodooism is spiritual practices. You try say harness energies for the achievement of certain purposes, or to achieve certain purposes. Into harness energies from all sources in order to achieve certain purposes. It is not a religion, and a religion.
Mm-hmm. So, what is the difference between Voodooism, Hoodooism, and Shintoism? What's the difference between these three?
Voodooism no, a religion. And obi also a voodoo papa no, it should have been initiated. But Hoodooism a non-initiatory system. Now, no, mostly no, a be an lineage. To say me say if me father line, na medicine at the age of 13, no I shall say treme. But after that, some young person say anyoma enkete the akeka. Inti we no obia opeso osua bia otumi sua. Hoodooism no. But with Voodooism no, as I say, ye initiative because it's a religion. Na mesreka ye nananom na omo call amanoni, especially United States, the southern part, Louisiana ni your friends saying Louisiana, omo was southern part of US no. They were practicing Voodooism. And I'm saying how Voodooism no more practicing ti na brofo no musro. Almost wrong, because if you maltreat them, who maltreat obia, ubeko fie no, na oba we put the name, wife say kind of the ne chawon. Especially
Yoruba phone.
Nti na fi omo besro. Because of that, no mo passes a black code law, ana black code law, from code noir, omo passe. So we practice Voodooism there, sentence near death. They were trying to shift them from that Voodooism.
So they can punish, they can use them for whatever they want.
Into omo yes no afi nature say nkrofo no so na say omo form ho adwen na no so omo form ho adwen. Into omo push one into Catholicism. Just a Catholic. Into afi omo be Catholics. So what they do was serialization. Omo march omo angels ni Saint Anthony against their gods. So that is what they were doing. Until that brought about Hoodooism. Because Hoodooism no bibia take a practice no and for religion no. Until Hoodooism originally no nanke ATR, that is African traditional religion plus Christianity. Nti Saint Anthony or ya wo nana. O si yen somo no, yen nana de o si mama yen somo yen nana. Wahu nti saa dia na yen nana no say the behavior ne pattern to say Saint Anthony. The ye be some Saint Anthony, but we will not be looking at Saint Anthony, we'll be looking at our grandfather. Nti that was how the system started. Nti Voodooism no part of it e be Hoodooism na Christianity no so beka ho. And then the psalms, uses of psalms from adi beka ho. The herbs beka ho. The roots beka ho. Nti normally kra no from root workers, Hoodoo workers, no root workers. Nti this is how come voodoo different from Hoodooism, because Hoodoo no initiative. It's in a lineage. Ebi a unana bi ye bi ana wo fa bi ye bi na wa kyerɛw. And you can also learn from any source. But in no, there are a lot of things that have come on board because certain people are even involving yantras in Hoodooism. Because according to say, bibia ye practice ya, ye to me the body be ye. Until obi ma me spell say men cast ya, and maybe ohia bibi na me cast spell now. I can safely use the Kabbalah, which is part of it, from maybe some of their amulets into it. I can also use the yantra, even Islamic amulets. If I know, say, amulet,
how to use them,
I can inculcate it in my spell. There's no problem with it. Until I say, anything comes on board.
Until I'm universal. The previous, the old age Hoodooism are no more practicing. Is this same thing we practice now?
No, it has evolved. Evolve because you didn't be brave.
Okay, so tell us how it was before. Tell us how Hoodooism was practiced before in the ancient days, and how it has revolved. And how one can learn it. I want you to tell her. I don't want to interrupt.
Okay. First, no, just like I was saying, because of problems now, black code, no, they were hiding under Hoodooism.
Before the black code, how were they practicing it?
Before I started after the black code in Hoodooism, it was around 1758 thereabout.
So tell us how it works.
Inti ni say Voodooism no any Hoodooism during those times Hoodooism ne shase no it was the practices of Voodooism no omo fire no omo fa Christianity so there no omo de kan wehu inti omo de eno any herbs no omo use no omo de candles no omo de roots ni nyina omo de that was initially what internet was purely Christianity. That is, I'm talking of the uses of Psalms and then certain verses of the Old Testament. To me use be a protection spell. No, certain portion of the Old Testament. No, the herbs no no. No roots no. The roots ne can no the candles nesi no the anything bibia stones crystals to me the ninya account no the aye juma for a particular purpose. It's just to manipulate the energies to achieve basic purposes. So that's how
Matthias, yeah, but I want to know how it is done. Like I said, this Hoodooism, when I was in school, it was one of my best subjects.
Okay.
The way they practice it now, omude akonyani sisi wana omunim se wo ancestor ana wo ancestor we no ono na priestess ana priest ne ba obe invoke no wakasa afa ne mu ebi wo hono mo say asumesi do mpeda akonwa we. So I want you to tell us how you knew Hoodooism before now.
No.
Do you get me?
Matthew was saying, but Voodooism no,
Hoodooism. Let's leave Voodooism.
Hoodooism no, it was bringing in terms of serialization. Omudi won ko say Catholic no. Na fi Catholic gods no omudi Orishas ni nyoma na ejina ho ma won. Nti that time no you could not to me enkasa who could see altar for our ancestor. So everything that they were doing, they were hiding under Christianity to do it. Until me fan say bia say obi no waye bibi no person, he will take portions of the scriptures. Say bi obenya candle bia, obenya roots bia, then he uses it. As for the ancestral at the Old Testament, I feel say later days, these later days now, ancestral Old Testament.
If na omu ni Hoodooism ho adwene a, na omu nim enya ade na omu ye dada. How so omu betumi to me dey akwa asori na se Catholic na se practice? Is it not something they were practicing already na? Omu ho chiri omu na ye pin omu kwoshe ho nti na omu de koye.
No, omu practicing voodoo. That was what they were practicing.
They were not practicing Hoodooism.
Hoodoo ni de ade omu di sie. Send ya be abrofo no enhu se omu practice because ye chiw se wo ye voodoo na we nya amane.
Are you saying it is Voodooism that turned into Hoodooism?
Basically, ashase no Voodooism, any Christianity, na starting Hoodooism. Voodooism practices of Voodooism. And your mama practice that obi bibia and now obi yari I didn't kosia near ya bompai na ye gunsa those type of things no. They were already practicing it in voodoo. Enti omu sa brofo ne tata won no mo de ko sie no omu de ko sie wo Christosum mu.
Nti omu de ko sie wo Christosum no omu ma ne new name.
Omu ma new name.
Na ye Hoodooism.
Ye Hoodooism. Nti na me di kan say voodoo is not a religion. Hoodooism is not a religion. Practices.
Okay, so now how do you practice Hoodooism?
Me use candles. Me use botanical oils. Me use colognes, perfumes. Me use roots. Me use herbs. Me use amulets. I also use angels. I can call on certain angels just to help me raise enough energy to achieve particular purpose. So that's how I practice.
Okay, so tell us, Fanny say, and then I want you to tell us how it runs. You get me?
Okay.
If for 3 particular issues are, I mean, oh yeah, anyhow, nka ebeko na mean to me who ni person.
Okay. Me fan say, obi aba me nchen na nipakono ni dwedie enko yie. The first thing I may say, may divination. May divine, may use geomancy. It be the geomancy, but others use depending on the person, very flexible. Obibe use tarot cards, no, but I use geomancy. It be the geomancy in the say if there is any negativity, say who said there is a negativity, then I'll have to check whether I should use a bath or I should cast a spell, and I mean use candles, and I mean the process no. Say me who say me use bath, me prepare bath, me the herbs me prepare bath. Then me shiraso, herbs no cry ye shiraso me the yesu din ye shiraso. Ye we are near the amani pakro no go dware, obe dware to remove the negativity. Into when we negativity no, na my road opener spell. Me sheshe candles me sheshe in a way. I had no been to me and yeah, they say Adianka or Maame Kwanka Mabe Shisha Biwa. Oh, yeah, Malquans, and to certain angels because who call the first pentacle of Jupiter, or say it prospers people in business and make their business flourish. And no say me draw pentacle no on a tablet of light. Me draw number 4 angels. Netoniel, Divatial, Tidikea, Parasiel, who are 4 angels or muma business a prosper. But the governing angel is Sachiel, who is the ruler for Thursday. And no say me the Anubesim Finfi, ma draw on a sigil, the sigil of Sachiel on the pillar candle. Now if you might draw other 4 angels needing, now must set it on the tablet of light. Maybe I may anoint it with Jupiter oil. Maybe I may the herbs are any Jupiter, resonate. Ebe ya the betra huesia. Now me the chin etra huesia as a form of protection. Now my free angel, now I can say on prosper osimesi.
Okay, all this programming, yeah, okay, and all these projections, you know, it's under the Prince of Air, or no, now, or your business, or you're in charge of business. So all these things are is under the Prince of Air. So what is the difference between this and witchcraft? Mature said, the way you are, the programming, no arrangement, you know, all these things falls under the Prince of Air because he is in charge of business. Into no or a lot of branches, but the awuchre, you know, is under him. At the moment, a candle come and there is light, and at the moment there is fragrance, and I say, what do we call it? At the moment there is light, at the moment there is salt, at the moment there are colors of candles, at the moment there is essential oils. You are operating under the Prince of Air. Ono na oil business, but me bisa wo say, ade a wo kan sisi no, enene witchcraft. What is the difference?
I'm not under witchcraft, but witchcraft, so they can employ the same method. Until my catcher say, where are universal? Until this method I may employ, a witchcraft, a witch can also employ it.
And so what's the difference between this?
They are the same.
So you say they are the same. Why are you trying the witch too can? So are you practicing witchcraft?
Yes.
So say this and let it be straight. There's no. I have told you I have been in school for this. Just that me, I don't do some of the. I do a lot of things, but I don't actually go through a lot of this. And these things, you know, when you use them and they work, almost what time limits? Is there any reward? What after they've worked for this?
Oh, normally the beings of light need there. Mostly their payment is the fragrance ni nyoma na incense ni nyoma na ye offer one as offering. Ebi okra ye it me the fruits ni nyoma eka. It's all offering. It's their payment.
The one that you add fruit and all that to this, do you add blood to it?
No, I don't use blood in any of my rituals.
Okay, so you belong purposely to the Prince of Air. Blood in So this one that you add fruit with candles, and do you add bells to it? Clang clang.
As for bell, I have bell on my altar. When I'm calling on the angel, I have to ring the bell. It sort of haunts the spirit to come quicker.
So I just want to know that if you have bell,
I have bell.
So in this case, do you add Buddhism kind of move to what you do?
I'm not an expert with Buddhism, but if I have some idea about Buddhism, I can add it. I'm not.
Do you add pictures as well?
Yes, I do.
Because if you add pictures, you add fruit and you add bell. I don't know whether you use gohonzon and the rest. Do you have gohonzon and all that? You don't have that. Let's leave that part. You are watching the biggest and the largest African spiritual platform. Okay, so all these practices, okay, if a man decide not to involve him or herself in any of these practices, would that person survive life?
We survive, but we free, because everything on this physical plane, they start from the spiritual plane. Even my meeting with you, so if you really want to make it in life, then you need to establish a first course in the realm of the spirit.
Okay, so can someone establish a first court in the religion, in the spirit, without consulting anybody? Can the person himself groom himself to the level that he can actually go through these things without consulting and going through all this programming?
It's possible, because even more they are born with that gift. What do I say? All those type of you paraphernalia, but is born with the gift, so he will create it through visualization in on the spirit plane, and it will still work.
And it will still work. So now tell us this: what do you know about archons?
How comes?
Yeah.
But I'm saying me much about.
You don't know much about it. Okay, so they are all year now. What establish a particular program? Why you set up? You know, there are candles, essential oils. Why you know you are invoking angels,
Yes.
right?
You
to come and work
you.
for whatever program, whatever purpose you want to achieve. You know, what free omo abana. Why? What is the difference between angels and abosom?
Angels ne abosom no. I feel say basically they are the same because African tradition na to them no bibit is Orishas ni nyomanya. Say omo intermediary. Emma won the divine. They were intermediaries. Abofo also they are intermediary for us, between us and divinity. They are the same.
Nti abofo no amane ye from abusumfie no na amon so mo from chese baby a obe from bia na edin a ode ma omo. Is that correct?
Sir, Nedino doesn't change anything because what is in a name? Say be mefa rose. Na me ka say rose, unye rose, uye oboyobo you are. You hear still it will smell the scent of a rose.
Nti na me ka say baby a ye be invoke omo bia any edin a omo de ma omo. You are watching the biggest and the largest African spiritual platform. Now we are talking about Hoodooism. Na no na akotwetwe niama bebre e de aba no. Nti na me can say my 3 setups a wo de ye adwuma a e kire say this is Hoodooism practice no nipa no ewo mu na oye no ba ko na wo de ama me no that one no e ko fall under the prince of and a mama ono na ye twetwe we now know you are practicing witchcraft. You have admitted that.
Witchcraft.
You have admitted.
You.
So tell us, when we hear that a witch ari obi nam, a witch akoseye obi eniama, a witch akoseye obi saying you hear this all the time. And even ejuma na mo ye nimpo no ebinum tumi ka say we obeyifo no oye. Explain this to us. Obeyifo doing something and we're using the same obeye no to turn it around. What is it about?
Me personally no sa beyi akowi omo akowi nipa nam ne nyoma no. Me feel say there's something to be investigated about it because I don't really believe in that system. But what I believe ni say nipa kono or your friend so ye beyifu no. He has power to manipulate energy. Nti me fan say bia wo ye ne bibi na se wan ye ne yi a ne bufu a obetumi press seriously or ye be for. And it is not only that obi wo ho a most often in nyoma ye hu kra even this scientific nyoma ye ti ase a ye hwe ipo they are done by witches because they are seen on the spiritual plane. You can be the best engineer kopot po untumi ye because these things are seen on the spirit plane. And na your friends say be ye no, but be ye come say be ye. Nti be ye there, I don't see anything wrong with it. But nipa kuno at the kra or the be ye no. That is what matters.
Okay, now let's look at it from this angle. You said that obi or power and or the be manipulating energy. I think a lot of things happen. So let's start from Asoridem.
Okay.
When you go to church and maybe obi me fan say obi abeji wukunu.
Okay.
And you go and the pastor will say do this, do that. They won't actually check whether it's your character or something. And now they won't even check say onipa na be oba na ware no na wakwa ware oba afufro no ebi eye ni making say oba ware maame you. But they have this do this now we manipulating energy no na oba manager oba afufro no na wasanya ba anana okay na ye menene na ewo ho menene na etwe mpena e na wagya me na wakwa ware obi nti no wakwa ware na they manipulate energy and the person come back to this. It's energy manipulation and no ye one wo kasa no so say obetumi de nipa na ye beyifo obetumi use power na owo no e dey manipulate energy no na ye we hear pastors cursing people all the time. This will happen to you. It's also energy manipulation.
Yes.
Okay, and na wo kasa no say nkrofo no so ba mo ho a ebi a onipa ne business no wo hwe ne negative energy bi and na what is the difference between a negative energy and then energy that is manipulating energy? What is the difference between these two?
Negative energy no ninya ye thoughts nipa kuna dream ebia na waye obi bibi na nipa kuna ye bibi etia no and your friend in negative energy. And also, minka say, negative energy, no, even well-meaning people, say, be a waunia, I only know fear, and now we're down fubi, crystal can send you negative energy. Unconsciously, onupo say, onu na dio ye na ma obre. What I say, but then you will send that negative energy. Obia nenibreo, he is sending you negative energy. Obia waye bibie tia na we nye bufu on person ojemu no obe send you negative energy, and this energy they attach to your spiritual body, and then your friend bioplasmic body attached to you. Inti na normally you do on fa spiritual bath to uncross them. Ebe uncross one ebe ye fi ho yes as so ye adwuma bi ama because of this negative energy na attach no it will create this. I want to say sorry dinner boy no in the churches they are practicing what I call spells or more cast spells, because obi obe catch us say bra beji akwanchire bia spell akwanchire bia spell casting. Spells ni egum ahuru bebre bra menchiro kofa we ni spells send ye na bia no mo so mo ye
no one ye you are watching the biggest and the largest said ye ni say no mo ye no one
ye hoodoo for ye no
Salo mo so ye wo ho ampa. You are watching the biggest, so tell us, can we end this energy casting, negative energy, positive? Is there anything we can do to end this thing without going to consult things? That's my problem.
We can say unyansua hunu bi. Say o pese o end there say unyansua hunu bi.
Me to say
kwan a wankasa won say na nanom no they weren't no munni sa enyoma emu, but they knew say say spiritual bath, say enjari we all these things to remove negative energies. Yemfa sa abo we yemfa nto yemfa say all these stones ne crystals here ye hu nyina no they are programmed to check against negative energy. Say be ube hu obi no say amulet no, they are like batteries until they store energy, and when negative come they repel them. Until that is
Magana for one take crystals you make I say me start say me ton crystal also for be say me da yesu na me ton boba
esuan hu ade ba ko problem am we ba ko say they omo nya research as of no mo nya research so ya de omo nya research won ka say bo na wo ton no me fan say moldavite crystal can be programmed. Program you to a cleansing a program no amawo or suffer, and the energy I will be draw cry to heal people is tremendous. It's tremendous. Maybe use crystals or why you can program them to heal people who are sick, maybe to cleanse chakras, maybe to heal. Inti so when kosua na hu na see nipa na ton board ya, it's your own cup of tea. But for lack of knowledge, so
my people perish. My people yare. Anyways, I have the biggest crystal shop in West Africa. I have the biggest crystal shop. Crystal papa, and you rubber ya polish. Papa, make a shop. Me ne mo na call ye. Me videos ne de mam. So if you need anyone, Obi say my advert. The first time I think I'm doing advert, you can get into my office. Ye cleaning Crawfordshire Crest mom for free on Wednesdays.
Okay.
We say we am do be ko no akotwe. So you are watching. You are watching the biggest and the largest. Inti papa se see pa no. The confusion with the people is me kwaha, me baha. Like everybody is preaching something. You're saying obisi say I am preaching self-consciousness. Said ya one kasa nipa no. Ube ye bibi a won kofro obi na wamfa wo call na wabemebu na wo ra ho na free hin na ekosi ha. So you have the platform today. Talk about Hoodooism. Let people understand eniyama. Ukwa na hu so yes Hoodooism no practice. Ukwa yes hu se senya Hoodooism no practice. If you don't want to go anywhere, you can practice this thing in your own home to just a negative energy na wusuru a nia wo be ya wo de be free wo be ye free ho no do this a few things because I am encouraging people not to go anywhere but to take care of themselves and their family because maame any papa any ebi ane ma for se maame ni timi gina ho so obeye we a obetumi gina ho ama abusuafo oni nyina. So this is my mission. This is what I want to get through to people. So tell us what Hoodooism is. Whether sorry who said it is going on there. Now we are what saying adia ye betimi aya ahotoso ana we hwemu ayenya wo yehumu na yentumi hu se betumi aya all these things all by ourselves.
Yo nya mekane say Hoodooism send ya me church no ye harness energy bibia everything inanimate things enyoma nkwan nim na enyoma nkwan wom bia wa energy nti ye boaboa no send ya betumi ye raise energy so wo mpai kra ye energy so energy level no wo form a wo mpai bon ye adwuma nti what happens ne say ye try say energy na be raise no ebe doso se na ebe ya se ye ebisade bia ebe ye edwuma se wo se nkrofo use oils ase bitter fragile omo mbo dam ye oils no omo wo energy wo de oils mienu si ho na wo de herbs she baakum na wo bom pai gu baako so a baako ne energy be doso asen baako ye wo we a metumi de pendulum me dia check ne me hu se we ni energy wo bom pai gu nyoma mienu so kra will be able to tell say we ni energy was searching we nti ye kampai bom pai bo ni nyina ye energy na we are yen as nipa no say ye hu say we are creatures of God and na tro konkron no e kan wo Christianity say we are created in God's own image and likeness, meaning that we have the innate quality of God within us. Inti tumi no ni na weyemu. There is no power outside. There is no spirit outside. All power is from within. If when to me I identify say what power within her, you cannot make exploit in life. We call Eastern temples now be so much training man know thyself and thou shalt know God. Inti se when who nipa ban away you cannot make exploit. Nia me can say ye change the way I drink, way ye be ye way ye say no, ye twi en ho fi ho. Ade a wonti ase no, say wo ye pensem and sa we bie wa no wakasa. Say wo pensem nyoma mu a, men kan say oh, mami we dia or ye beyifo, mami we dia or ye bosomofo and all those type of things. If you have not been there, you can't come out with an argument. Argument be it doesn't hold water. Inti se uhu bibia, bomodian se ube yem pensem no watche no wenyantiase e wasa de no. Ansa na ube kasa etia sa nyoma na. Wetumi akasa etia sa nyoma. Wo Hoodooism there, you try say ebe inculcate in the people. Say almost they are part of divine, almost nyankopon. And that whatever happens, they create with their thinking, their mind. It's possible to create spirit. Who make me create spirit? Me mean create those spirit, but me teachers be create spirit. From the egregory. Obe create spirit. Ube say abuano namho. Because of the ye creating and say nyankopon ti sa to me no ewe yemu nti unless you say as Africans as Ghanaians ye be hu say power ni ni so funkuamu power no so we yemu no we will keep on going to them. Now omo de a business no more running as you keep on going to them they will keep collecting money from you o kape omo hu say obeko baby na say ye be tiweni and o be bi wa adwen pe ye say demonic omo tagi ni pan demonica ni atwon to the extent po say yes wo come obi ade o ye arms amomo si say oh ya settle won esi wo san crofo we omo je nkrofo sika omo je omo she omo de kwa abaye kingdom. It is untrue because the clergy on pese say sika ketwa na odi komo hie ni pompesa odi be ma no on pese everything comes to them. Nti ni American say we need to awaken. Sisi ayembo tai ni say ye be awaken. Inti yen de ye run seminars ne ade your friends workshops ni nyoma manfo at a very cheap price me catch madam for because we the chene bono form dodo. Yeah, it is nothing. It is only to awaken the race. And mama ogusu oyano nti ye dey ba ye betanechi because the people must awaken. Say yeah awaken people need there. And there me feel say oh my dear call ditch. Into Hoodooism there we use anything from stone, herbs, root, anything. What the amulet by be use we will consecrate the amulet and use it. Into be biara ebe boye to achieve our aim because God has pronounced this creation good and very very good. Ma.
You are watching the biggest so. Yeah, teaching Ubi said then ye can da ye can Hoodooism and no and ye can ho asem and they papa. Your biggest problem this is for individual people. They should understand that BBR can be used for you to get at their worship ewo abrabomu. But the me person be who say you use amulets, crystals, the candles. You and I know say even candles cry imported the bagana. Meboa. You. Unim. All these essential oils. Ningina ye imported the bagana crystals. Wa unim. We tompo ko towo abrochire wo the certificate a wo be ye how ya wo be the be.
Crebi kro omo de plastic na ebre ye.
Enya papa sa nti wa unim how sa nia me nyina so Africa na ye won boom. Yensuo ikura hede adeda galamse adanda no nti me pese me hu se eniama ben sambo ba we a wo kan ni ade ebi mu kra ye se omoko Israel ko twa Wailing War e de be share dan ase wa ye we hear all these things nti ye be ye den ye tumi anya all these things no wo ye kurom because we have everything here. Is it that we don't know how can we get all these things here so that a better practicing of these things now are a little bit cheaper for us now?
Me feel say you will normal be brewer how you bet me use. Nanse mu me kra abri camino bath efi originalbotanical.com na BBC na this herbal bath me nko online na me nko check it. Say me hwe haban no a champon. A champo no ma ye no di fragrance na me bone butchre wa enya de ketwa wehu nti all these things here wo at our doorstep yeti ha no ma betiti nyenya no mu akọ package no ma ye no fine no ma sa ton ma ye all because ye wo ha no so ade ye won po we don't value it wo bibi na say wo ade no won value that is what happens. Because God has given us all these resources free yen use and so yen use na omo abefa omo yo mo polish no mo design their brain nti I think near say ye going forward and say yen pene nkrofo say even say school kra na mo bebie for this metaphysics for no mo ye investigation into some of these things we but I had to say, "Oh, because say Abbey for school. Bible, your friend say tablet na ukita na. Oh, kind Bible. It was created by a Wiccan. Wiccan no create here. Na Abbey for school. Na Abbey for na kind Bible or tablets. So, and yet the same thing na more here. Until I think I see it to me encourage here. Na see benya metaphysical school. Nkrofo omo akwadare wo saa nyoma mu. Mpenifuo binum te se mono na monye research ema yen na yen so aye be chire no then we pick them and then use them me
o be chire o be You are watching the biggest and largest papa. I want you to give us 2 free cleansing way of cleansing. I have told people that sage now you use to when okra sage ba ne bo de I have developed a way I will be cleansing one is equal to sage. A lot of antioxidant ewom and no na ye akoko mesa. The other no akoko mesa na makacho wo e be close to you every week in try say obe cleanse obe pun
small game.
No no nsuo no na ye hia na wo de akoko mesa no wabu na wo de egum in a situation you do oba ni be ma no na wo de egum na the blanket akata wo so ye nananom they were doing all these things and no ye the wo be cleaning unho from within and without wo be bibia and the all bad energies wo betumi ayama enkola ni na is equal to sage wo be hye na wo de cleanse mama ba ko ntim pesa won so ma miensa
okay.
different ones miensa
Okay.
and they can na we are wafutu ne we yi now
first one me can say you will be a friend is sweeping your spiritual body no say a year contaminated sana ye to me sweep na sweeping na ye sweep negative energy no ye bet me abususu mansa ne e de fa o de fa nipa no ho na o de abofom o de fa nipa no ho sa na o de ahwefom o de fa meanwhile the intent say wo ye wadwen say wo clean nipa no of negativity wo de hwefom all the negativity will go wo bet me so afa abe ne ade foro no wo be ya di wo be sokoport na wo de gum a unya ehye ka ho eye ana unya ade your friend say ne ade enkwan po prekese wo de ka ho na wo de entoma fitaa wo de akata ho na wo de wusie no wo be pun wusie no etumi ho and also to make cleanse afia wo kwan etumi di nkosua ye de cleanse nkosua owo very high absorptive rate otumi absorb nyoma quick nti wodi wo mfa nka nipa no wodi kɔ n'anima na wo be bɔ mpai wo wiem opa wo be yusu afada wo wia no wasrɛ sɛ urade bibibia atɔchima wo nipa hu mede nkosua yi fafafa nipa kro no ho saa wo fufa wi a mepacho onya bebe memfa mbɔ bibia wo no onya sɛ sumu so sɛ cross junction okwa na odi akɔhwe ho o yes a train na okwa odi kɔhwe ho ebeyi negativity ni nya ade akɔ
ebeyi negativity ni na ade akɔ wa mamu bi nti papa ye pese wo ntu ye mfu eniama bi a yehu ewo ya brabo mu a yentumi nhwe yehu yie like for wafutuo ema ye especially about me dwane akwa osun we na me koye we ne makoji we ne makoda me bebisa wo se eniama ne bi wo hɔ a ukoye ye dangerous a ebetumi di nsunsanso wo bɔ ne abrɛ wana ebi wo hɔ kro mo se ukoje saa de ne de bafie wanhwa wo bakra be wunim se no na abeku ba wo betumi ama ye fiwa wo wia na wo de wafutuo asoso na wo wia wo de social media handles ne ade nso so that people would
me pacho your friend say futu amede beba na e di kan ne say me no me practice na ya hoodoo ne yen twa moja but ebinum twa moja e de ma spirit no omu derive energy omu nya ahoden efi moja ne mu so that they can perform nti ayeti say wo debate won omu nya ahoden ne film utwa moja ma spirit so onye bibi ma obeye because onim say wo be ma but say we are careful because danger woman they say most of these fallen beings are now non-benevolent angels no omo pe moja pa nti obe start aboa echiebe wie no no si nipa and you will be pushed to the corner sa spirits no so they are intelligential beings yebo wi ase no mo wo ho untumi outwit won afi na nia wo mpese wo ye no na afi wakwakoye nti obi uko obi nchen o se fa wo moja bra yemfa nso altar so ne nyoma no ye very careful because one yes one hwa waton wo kra nkasa ama honhom bi we are lords ye no ye nyame so ye mom na esi ye hye won so ye omo no mbe hye yen so nti sa futuwe na me de bema omo so a omo chinchin no wo ko bebi a ya wo aso bisa untumi kra bompai na bisa because ye bebia na ye ko enye bebia na ye ko na wo be ko bebi some of the spirits no they are conflicting spirits o be ko akoje ade de abafie echi wo be wie no o bisa o moja one farmer na wo be hwa ne se ode oba atika especially boys na omo aba na omo say sebi omo ye internet eduma omo wura omo ko na omo akoje padlock obi the padlock we bring me to deactivate the padlock no it wasn't a small thing me ankasa attack aminya na adwo no me hu say he was working with a very powerful spirit that spirit could have killed that boy because now if we jaisa odi na to mu ade no ma no undum pempenso se obeyesa nti mesre emrantin so omontwe omon visa enyoma hu na tumi bia ni wiasim apart from the spirit ahwodin na ewo nipa mu no the soul na ewo nipa mu it is embedded with divine power me papa only me teacher or say there is no power outside all power is from within power bia if ye mu neba nti try to do personal development one kasa develop o soul na wo mu no then there is nothing on this earth unto me in ye me ka say so a me ka kire ye nuanom a Christopher no well saa na abeye sisi amu Christopher no sa ye gina park so ye bompai ebi okra pa obe bompai no nyoma no sanka. There are principles that SSA will follow and sana on saka. Inti sa nyoma na esi ye hwehwe. And yes ye ni nam bibia ye beku bia ye tag ni say demon. Ye hu we are devil. Ye hu we are devil. Na devil who are sorry dem ko who go back to sender no. On church no sa na eche. A demonic prayer. Back to sender a demonic prayer. Because owura no po ka kire mo say obi otata no pray for the person. One can say pray against. Inti mu wo ho mu bo mpai na mu bo no enye ni nyina na eye papa mpai ni bi wo ho a mu bo na demonic prayer because you are praying say unhua ombubungu ho na gi ne kun we enye papa yen ye use herbs but your principles are ye follow yen ye nyoma basabasa because want be can say me ye back to send amount me ye amount because also we are interconnected. We are interconnected. No, yet we separate. No, we are interconnected. Until we be by the laws of karma. You don't need to harm a sister. You don't need to harm a brother. Until himself who took a cry, medebema amount for ni. If they take it in good faith.
Yo, abusiansi yamfa nimbra life na wacho comments. I think say ye better more about life, no about practicals. O de candle ni bi aba. Na wa be hihye, na wo de essential oils no, opakra bi wa ha be ma, na wo de leaves no to watch and said there. Wo be hu say power wo we mu ni we nti I will schedule him for life for us. Nti papa for social media handles, ni how to locate you and all that no. For my
I'm say within normally almost from Rabbi Afful or Rabbi Afful nti eno na media ye Facebook Rabbi Afful. Me sign so wo group our Facebook ho genuine hoodoo and voodoo practitioners and secret uses of psalms ni nyina say wo search you can join me there afi uba TikTok so me say Rabbi Afful em say me ansana na me say so WhatsApp the WhatsApp group is Brotherhood of Light. Brotherhood of Light. Inti say who sending message on WhatsApp say you want to join the Brotherhood of Light me patcho me do be join.
I know they join. Brotherhood of Light in the Brotherhood of Light. E dey na tell chire. Mo source ye den. I know they yamba. You be be tell questions. Ye person ye brotherhood in the house. Brotherhood in the house. I know the person here you.
No, sa platform no so no ye chire keke. Chire ni.
Na na di huhuhu. So we say ye throw hood nyama.
Ente brother we nya nipa ba ko. Na light nature say we don't go with the darkness, we go with the light.
Now, maybe so what the light is and what the darkness is, because we need to understand. Papa, thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you. Honestly, we appreciate you. You do ba life, oh ba fa nyama and call me ninis. Me teacher be no kind or say ten as near plural and singular and plural. Or far there ba ko say ten as near so you can identify ten as no say tens in Zamba near so you can identify tens in Zamba. No, I fa tenses in Zamba. Ne you say tenses in Zamba. Say tenses in kukun kakao. Ne you say tenses in kukun kakao. Nti ono no. What in kukun kakao na tenses in Zamba. What the baba life no. Na nkrofo no ya be lines na to know mu bisa questions why this is that, why that is that. Na why but we appreciate you. Your friend one of free no ho na obedu we do appreciate you papa. Thank you so much for coming. Yo abusia. Thank you so much for watching Revelations, the biggest, the largest, the highest, the greatest, the tallest, the obolo. And we are seeing in African liberation, we represent African spirituality. We are always the mother of all spiritual platforms. Thank you so much for watching. Shalom.